So this video is from the February 2020 lesson. The stance looks pretty good. We can get a little more, have your hands, you actually pointed out, hands are a little far away from you. You get them hanging under your arm, shoulders. See how his hands are nicely under his shoulders. Creates a better angle here with the arms and the club, but there's no great trauma in this setup. It's actually quite good setup. So we'll go through and identify things that I would refine if this was my swing, but realize that your swing just naturally is a pretty solid swing. You get an inconsistency when there's extra movements off plane that aren't needed, and then you have to do compensating movements back on. So that's the only thing you have to do is you don't have to back up a truck and install a new swing. We just calm down some of the extra movements. So anyway, so don't panic. We'll point out some things that we'll fix, but you don't have to fix them all at one time. Okay, so the takeaway is pretty good. See how the shaft, when it's parallel to the ground, is about parallel to your toe line. What we need to do is get a little, see how that face of the club at this position is pointing down. Face of the club's over here, in other words, the toe of the club's up. Yours is off at an angle. We need to clean that up just a bit. Okay, so, but again, that's not causing any great trauma. As you go back, so this is causing some great trauma. Your ear started at that green X and close to the top of the backswing. It's at the red X across. Okay, so that head movement is that has to be fixed. Number one, you could have Adam Scott swing, but if your head is going 3 inches over the ball, towards the ball, you're going to have all sorts of problems. So, put your stand up facing a wall, get in your address position, cross your arms across your shoulders, and rotate. And that keeps your head against the wall. Put your head just barely touching the wall, and then make that rotation. So this is the number one thing you have to fix. Everything else is, you could actually play with it, to be honest. Okay, so you come down, and so you talked about why this swing plane. This swing plane is set up with the angle of the club at address, and the actual swing plane is any line parallel to these yellow lines. I've drawn 2 here, but I could draw 100. But so you want to keep your shaft on that swing plane, and the reason is because if you come down to hit, you've got to get the club right back there on the swing plane. Otherwise, you miss the ball. So the further you get off from the swing plane, the bigger the required compensating moves are to put you back on the swing plane. So that's why it's important. So on the takeaway, takeaway here is pretty much on plane, and then you kind of pick it straight up. See how it's off the angle of those yellow lines by, what's that, 35 degrees, something like that. And then as it comes up, you do a nice job and put it pretty much on plane here. So here's your top position. This is where problems really start. Okay, so you'd be better off if you could stop it right here, but unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. It keeps going, and you can see it. You can see the club head passing way behind you, and it's drooping. So it's basically we've overturned our hips and kind of let that shaft kind of flop down. Okay, so now when you start down, so you can see the club head see that white thing? Okay, so here's the club head racing around, and I like this angle. See this? This is way shallow. Okay, so this is saving you. So then you come in here, and this position is not bad at all. It's pretty good. Now your head is still 3 inches towards the ball, so that's causing some problems. Okay, as you come down, this is still on plane. It's really good, but you had all this commotion. See all this thing? I tell people that all the movement from here on, back here and over here, that's like your 4th, 5th, 6th glass of wine. Nothing good can happen from that much movement. Okay, so as you come down, now you get in here, and let's get this thing back to normal. Okay, so you get in here, and the club gets outside your hands here. Okay, with that blur outside your hands, watch him. So he comes up, he stops right there, like on the 2 wine step. He doesn't let the club head flop down, like the 4th, 5th, 6th glass of wine. So as he comes down, watch the head of the club attacks from the inside. You can't see a blur, but you can see it there. You can see it here. So he's attacking from the inside. Here's your club head. So the ball with the club head outside your hands like that, it's got to go left, or hit it fat. So that's causing you problems. But I'm telling you, in that transition, the start of transition is really good. Okay. So when you come in, your hip pockets come away from the back wall a bit. You get in a pretty good spot here. You see the white shaft, and you can see the yellow. That yellow line is where the shaft started. So that's pretty doggone good, especially with all the commotion up here in the top of your backswing and the head movement. It shows you're a good athlete. You can get that thing pretty close to where it is, but you had to work hard to get there. Okay, so then you just kind of let it fly through, and you don't have shoes on, so it kind of restricts your backswing. I'm not panicking about that. So here's a level of improvement. Okay, so we had you do some drills and fiddle around, and then we. Okay, so that's still maybe the wrong photo. Oh yeah. Okay, so we still need to stop it here, but look, from here on, it's golden. Okay, now you come in here. Now, and this is when we put the T in the bottom of the club. So that's your pointer, and sure enough, that pointer is going, line parallel to the swing plane. This is really good. So this is after a few drills and stuff like this. So you really did a nice job of correcting there. And see how the blur of the club head is inside your hands. Now this ball is going to go straight. Yeah, see here. That's before. That club head is only going to go left. The ball is either going to go left, or you're going to stick a fork in the ground right behind the ball, foot behind the ball. Whereas this, now with the club head coming from the inside, now you can start rotating your hips through. Yeah, see, your hips get through better. Then we got you better in the follow through. Look at that follow through right on plane. This is the first follow through. You kind of have it up and shut things down, but that follow through is really good. Look at this. So the number one thing to fix is the head movement. Nothing's going to work unless you fix that head movement. Then you fix that top position, We want to stop it right about there. And we want to eliminate this flopping thing. And then we want to attack it. You know, you got that white T in the butt of the club. You want that right towards the ball. Actually, it goes right towards the target from here on, right towards the target. Let me give you this is the one. So we want to make this a common swing. You can do this in the mirror. So you can watch that white T go right towards the ball. Now it starts going towards the target. Bingo, that's really good release. Really good. So those are the first 2 steps.